Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi.
The host has spotlighted your video. Oh, okay, right. Sorry, I'm short-sighted. I had to. Okay. Given the stuff that's been happening, today's theme is the revolution. Now, um, in common with many people, my nuclear family and I exist in a precarious position, whereby we are in constant fear of losing everything through no fault of our own. Yay! Here's a song that I made a few days ago about that. So I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to butcher it because remember, I live in the sunset and I butcher songs, and that means I'm the sunset butcher. So I was pointing to the sunset. It's out there. All right, here we go. Badly. Mm.
Oh, and your original sound.
What?
Original sound.
Yeah, it should be on, I thought.
I don't hear your instrument.
Uh, it's no longer available on the, you know what I mean? It doesn't show on, I went into the audio settings.
Oh, maybe it's disabled. Could be.
Well, I went in and it showed that it was on.
Check the upper right-hand corner of your screen if you're on a computer.
Yeah, it doesn't,
Oh yeah,
uh,
you gotta move your cursor. It
yeah,
hides.
now it's, okay, wait, hold on.
Yeah, hides. It's your
Ah,
hand up
okay.
there.
It used to be on the left, the
Not
bastards.
exactly. No, it felt like moving.
Bastardi! Right. Oh, well, thanks for that. Oh,
You're
bloody
welcome.
hell. Sorry, I shouldn't
Used to be on the
confound
left,
it.
like so many things.
I shouldn't swear. I should say confound it instead of bloody hell. Right. In case we're in mixed company. Mixed.
Just
If it's
give me a
mixed with me,
strum.
then it's a problem anyway, right?
Give me a
Okay.
strum.
Well.
Give me
Okay.
a strum.
Oh, I see what you mean. Well,
Oh yeah.
does
You're
that do the thing?
good. It does
Okay.
the thing.
The thing. Since it's nearly Halloween. I was born in October, so I'm a Halloween baby. Okay, so here's a badly butchered, mangled version of a song about a precarious existence, which I made a few days ago. Hello, welcome to our flat. Perhaps you'll have noticed that our walls are suspiciously bare. We have books on the shelves, but we cannot let ourselves relax because, as we're grimly aware, there's no point in assembling a spice rack or hanging our paintings from nails in the wall. When one day, as expected, we'll be rudely ejected and we'll have to abandon it all. And we feel that the moment we call this our home and we foolishly let our guards down, with a flick of the wrist our nest will cease to exist and we shall have to up sticks and leave town. Our children are little and their young minds are brittle, so we have to pretend every day that we simply live here and we're not worn down by fear that we'll be shoved out and sent on our way. And we can't let ourselves love the rooms where we live or grow roots in this ground that's not ours, when we may be uprooted and summarily booted out by arbitrary higher powers. We were once as carefree as we now seem to be, while concealing the grief that they'll face when our livelihood ends and they must leave all their friends and start afresh in some new friendless place. nestling where we'll raise our soft mouselings in content and secure unity. After decades of marriage, we shall have our own garage where we store things with impunity. And our sprogs will make friends and they'll all grow together, enjoying adventures galore. Never knowing the fears that poisoned our thoughts for years when we lived with one foot out the door. And if we plant a tree, our grandchildren will see it and play by its sheltering shade. In the garden we tended when our old scars were mended by the new happy home that we made. Well, anyway, so thank you, most magnanimous and indulgent of you. Not content with butchering a new song, I'll butcher another new song, because precarity is not the only indignity that we non-rich people suffer these days. There are many, many others. One of them is economy air travel. Now that is itself a luxury which we can't afford, but we don't have relatives here, so we have to travel. So yeah, here's a song about economy air travel, snot, mucus, and the revolution. So there we go. Oh, by the way, it's called Great Expectorations. I smeared snot on his jacket. So there you go. My head on my arms, on my knees, I was dozing. The sky plane ascended while I was reposing. My dreams were dispelled by a villain proposing to push back his seat prematurely. The seatbelt light on and the plane sharply angled. The time was not right, but he merrily mangled the rules on my neck and the crushed and half strangled. I would not surrender demurely. And while sea beast patch him, I thought parabellum, he fractiously flailed like a human flagellum, repeatedly bouncing on my cerebellum, so fiercely it seemed he might crack it. As I cast about for profane retribution, my innards coughed up a mucosal solution, a harbinger of justified revolution. And I smeared snot on his jacket. Though it's manifestly the fault of the airlines that cram us together in steerage like sardines, the privates who fight for their lives on the front lines are tricked into hating each other. The plutocrats hope that the skirmishing cattle, fatigued by their socially engineered battle, won't see other cultivars of human chattel, and find not a foe but a brother. Deciders who hide behind serfs in call centers and harness exhaustion to silence dissenters. You cannot prevent all the righteous fomenters from crying foul on your bright heist. Though you view the planet through cash-tinted glasses, the thousand indignities borne by the masses to finance the greed of the covetous classes may cause them to update the zeitgeist. La la da 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 da, la la da 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 da, la la da 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 da, la da da dum da da dum da da da, la 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 da 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 da, la la da 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 da, la la da 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 da, la 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 da 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 la 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 ram dam da 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 la da 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 or thereabouts. That was the Marseillaise at the end. Right, okay. Now, the thing is, this is caused by essentially greedy billionaires and all that. Now, greedy billionaires, what are they good for? Well, let us investigate as follows. Another one that I'm going to mess up. I messed them all up. Once a fellow sold his birthright for a plate of lentil stew, sold the future for the present, what a reckless thing to do. Though you pride yourself in reaping as much profit as you can, you short-sold the planet and you call yourself a businessman. You sold your grandchildren's future, sold the ground beneath your feet. They won't care for shares or bullion when there's not enough to eat. Though you cannot feel compassion for the fate of man or beast, show restraint through sheer self-interest, do it for your kin at least. From your multitudes of forebears breeding since the earth was new, myriads of genotypes could have emerged instead of you, beating overwhelming odds with every bout of reproduction. You received the gift of life, then used it to unleash destruction. We acknowledge human error, we contend with human greed. In rare individuals, their consequences far exceed the bounds of interpersonal and local inconvenience. When this attains a global scale, we can't respond with lenience. With efficient systems, there would be enough to go around. Even underneath your noses, much nutrition can be found. Though you live to quantify, you're unaware of your own worth. I modestly propose you would give these nom-noms back to Mother Earth. Times of scarce resources call for agricultural precision. Protein reservoirs could be unlocked through vultural revision. We feel visceral revulsion for the way you carry on, but you'd finally be useful in the form of carry-on. La-da-dum-da-dum-dum-da-da. agent of mindless destruction are you. You mislead the many and favor the few. An agent of mindless destruction are you. You mislead the many and favor the few. An agent of mindless destruction are you. You mislead the many and favor the few. An agent of mindless destruction are you. You mislead the many and favor the few. Now, if we had the chance, then those 4 little tunes could be in harmony. Thank you. And by the way, I've noticed that David Gans and I both said "Sold the Future." So I'm assuming that he said it first because I was born in '78. But that's the thing. They bloody sold the confounded.
I said the man who stole the future.
Oh, not who sold. Okay. So, well, yeah, okay. But
Same
still,
general idea, though.
a very similar, because that's what they're doing, so we're merely documenting.
Yep.
All right. Now, is there time
You got 5 minutes.
for decisions and the revisions, which a minute will reverse? Okay. Well, if civilization does in fact collapse, never fear, the nerds are here. This is a call for nerd power. Some of you may have heard it before. It's called Starch and Song. We saw the end of a golden age. Now hordes of rogue fundamentalists gain ground and preach primeval rage, and yet a shred of hope exists. We thoughtful souls who strive towards regaining what was lately lost must beat our plowshares into swords. This is the goal, this is the cost. We found a disused factory, still crammed with breakfast cereal, a hoard of satisfactory nutritional material. Thus liberated from the chore of daily foraging for food, we emulate the bards of yore and write brave songs to lift our mood. We march along to victory, confusion to the enemy. Along to victory we march, well fortified by song and starch. To victory we march along, our spirits high on starch and song. Those tempted by the siren song of Iron Age morality would not endure its yoke for long if it became reality. The frail civility erodes, the grim totalitarians possess the nous of nematodes, the prudence of planarians. Our scholarly contingent, skilled in cognitive dexterity, now has a fighting chance to build a substrate for posterity. Precision and acuity compose, discover and create. That self-same ingenuity can also guide the ship of state. We march along So long and starts to victory we march along, our spirits high on starch and song. Right on time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, that's very kind of you. That's very... And I hope that one day we can sing You Mislead the Many and Favor the Few a cappella in harmony. Thank you very much. That's how it's supposed to be, but I'm only one.